The moment news was flashed from Copenhagen that Denmark had been invaded, NBC immediately contacted its European reporters. NBC's correspondent in London is standing by to give us the latest news. Come in, London.
Good morning. This is London. There is still no official confirmation here of reports that Germany has attacked Denmark and is now also at war with Norway. The British Broadcasting Company gave this news to the country in an early morning bulletin, however, quoting the New York Times. But there is absolutely no confirmation here in official quarters. As a matter of fact, I called the Ministry of Information a little while ago and woke up some tired fellow out of his bed. What's the official reaction to this, I asked. To what, he inquired a little sheepishly. To the invasion of Denmark, I said. Well, he said, all I can say now is that the War Office opens at 10 o'clock. Nevertheless, London's wide awake, and with Germany at war against Norway, it's a good bet that the British Navy isn't idle. The first reaction in the embassies here is that Germany probably has no intention of invading the entire Scandinavian peninsula, or even of touching Sweden for the time being. What the military experts here think, though admittedly they're thinking on the spur of the moment, is that Germany has attacked Denmark and is trying to gain a strong foothold on the southern tip of Norway in order to control the mouth of the Baltic. The reason for this, according to these sources, is that Germany fears that the Allies might not be satisfied with the cutting of Germany's supplies of iron ore through Norwegian territorial waters, but might also try to force their submarines through the Baltic to intercept the German ore boats, which will now be carrying ore through the Gulf of Bosnia from the Swedish port of Luleå to Germany. By controlling the mouth of the Baltic, these experts say, Germany will be able to stop any Allied attempt to force their submarines into the Baltic and therefore to solidify their trade with Sweden in that way. It is pointed out here that Germany might be able to carry on if she were able to be sure that she could continue to get her ore down through the Gulf of Bosnia. And it is for this reason, the experts think, that she has taken this sudden and surprising action. There's no attempt here to minimize the importance of this move. It's remembered here that the southern tip of Norway is very much closer to the British northern North Sea patrol than any German port was before. And for a long time it's been realized here that Germany might, by establishing air and naval bases in the south of Norway, and by establishing submarine bases in Norway's fjords, make it very difficult for the northern patrol of the British Navy, which is so important to the control of contraband passing from across the Atlantic to Germany. It was announced on the German wireless here a few minutes ago that German troops have in fact invaded Denmark and Norway, but there is still no confirmation here. London Copenhagen radio telephone service, which normally opens at 7 a.m. this morning. But when operators tried to get through, they were unable to get any answer. The Danish legation in London said at 7:40 this morning, "We have no news except the press reports from America, and we are awaiting confirmation from home." Similarly, all telephonic communication between Scandinavia, the other Scandinavia countries, and London was cut off early this morning following the reported German occupation of Copenhagen. This is London, returning you to the National Broadcasting Company in New York.
You just heard from NBC's reporter in London. And now more bulletins from the NBC newsroom. From Paris, reliable sources today confirmed reports that Germany has invaded Denmark by way of Schleswig. London. The Norwegian government at Oslo announced that German troops disembarked at Norwegian ports, according to a Paris radio broadcast Reuters news agency reported today. Hyde Park, New York. President Roosevelt apparently had not been informed early today of the Scandinavian developments. State Department reports were relayed to his secretaries, but it was said that he had not been awakened to receive the news since nothing could be done about it immediately in any case. The president plans to return to Washington early in the day. Berlin. German quarters this Tuesday morning professed to have no knowledge of any declaration of war against Germany by Norway or of Germany declaring war on Norway. Keep tuned to this station for further developments.